Alright everybody, our next project was this, a 1960 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88. Big old car. Pretty cool glass on it. Basically customer wanted it to run good again and take care of all the oil leaks. Well, when we got into it, we found out that everything was leaking. It was basically original since 1960. So, pulled the motor and trans out and we went through it. And mind you, this thing was pure sludge. Just everything was oil and contamination. So anything that we touched, we went through and we redid. Everything was sandblasted, hot tanked, baked, brand new bolts for most of the engine. Same thing for the transmission. Scrubbed it down real good, painted everything, put a clear coat on the engine and the trans, you know, where we needed to, like the aluminum for the trans right there and stuff, just to make it kind of stay the color that we have it right now. I love that red oil filter, it just matches so nice. So there's the bottom half of it, okay. She's a big car. Every time we were working on this car, we'd raise it up. We actually had to move that light over there back a little bit just to get the car to clear it. It's one of the very few cars that we ever had to do that with. Nice glass, look at that. The curvature on that just curves right around. It's so cool. And the engine, right there. This is a 371. Cleaned it up a lot. Put the vintage wires on there. Really nice look. Like I said, we went through, we sandblasted and scrubbed and cleaned every part on this engine and transmission. Had the exhaust ceramic coated. Went through and painted the generator. New hoses, plugs, wires. All bolts on the intake are brand new. The valve cover bolts are brand new. Timing cover bolts. All the pulleys have been redone. The radiator was actually peeling apart right here. So we had that whole thing re-cored. Brand new hoses right there. All brackets have been completely sandblasted to bare metal and then prepped and painted. This is a difficult motor to find parts for. 371s are pretty rare. The whole firewall, everything back there was kind of like down there, sludged, but this is actually really clean because we went ahead and power washed it 3 times. We threw a whole bunch of degreaser on here and we power washed it, and I mean we went through this whole car as far as cleaning it up and stuff. Hopefully, you know, later we'll have another project with doing more for it or something, but I mean it looks really good. Came out beautiful. He used to have a rubber hose, not rubber hose, the clear plastic hose for the fuel pressure sending gauge. So we got rid of that and put a nice copper tube in there. Routed it so it's not flexing, it's not hurting nothing. It's a good build. Beautiful. Hey Mike, you want to start this? Super smooth. Look at how big that car is. Nice build.